Hello, 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 hello. I'm trying something different today, and I got an echo. Sorry. Let's see if I can get rid of it. Okay. All right. All righty. Good evening. Good evening. I want to I'm having a few issues. I'm doing something something new. So let's see if I can get it right. And I'm sharing a camera. Jesus. All right, I'm going to go ahead and begin. You can hear me. I have two cameras going on, but evidently this one is muted. Let me see. Um, Speakers to come on. I'm back. I still got a little echo. I'm trying to get rid of that echo. Let me.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment. A perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, "I want to learn more." Don't wait, your audience is out there waiting.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to I'm Anna. I'm the host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and podcast. And I always start with a little prayer. So this evening I will be, it's a slight echo, you all. I don't know how to get rid of it, but I'm just going to go ahead and continue. Um, I always start with a little short prayer. And so this evening I am going to start with my little short welcome prayer. And it says, Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of creativity and the joy of sharing it with others. Bless our hands as we learn and create. Guide our hearts to patience and excellence. And let this time together be filled with laughter, learning, and sweet connections. Amen. Amen. And so this evening, I want you to welcome back. This is the last little snippet of Royal Icing series. So far, we've learned the basics, created beautiful flowers, and started shaping designs that bring cakes to life. Tonight, we're taking it up just a little bit more, a little bit notch above. By focusing on borders, piping, and decorative details, these finishing touches are what makes your cake look polished, professional, and absolutely unforgettable. Whether it's a scallop edge, an elegant bead border, or delicate lace work, Royal Icing gives us the versatility to add that wow factor to every creation. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have notes here. You know, I always have notes. And I have the notes and still don't uh, forget some of the things that's on my notes. So we're going to start with just a little review. And so we're going to review. Let's quickly kind of uh, review the Royal Icing. So I do have a presentation. I don't know, you all, if I can bring it up because let's see. I'm doing something different and I don't, wait a minute, it might be already here. Let's see, let me go up. It is. Okay, here it is. Is it there? Oh, yeah. And so you'll also be able to see me demonstrating as well. So, oh God, this is working. I can't believe it. All right, here we go. So we are talking about royal finishing, borders, piping, and decorative details. So we're going to quickly review what we've covered so far. We've talked about the consistency of the icing. There's consistencies. There is really three things for your cake decorating to be successful. They are the same three things that I discussed with you in the course one. Icing consistency is one. And icing consistency comes in stiff, medium, and thin. So that is something that you basically have to work with. We also talked about flowers. We talked about flat flowers, raised flowers, and the basics of design. I just want you to remind you that royal icing is all about control and technique. So that's why you see my little board here, because I'm going to do some demonstrating here for you this evening. So I might be removing things so to make it just a little bit bigger so that you can see it, because I'm on here, and the background is on, the back camera is on, so you can see. I'm just trying to make sure that, let me move it over so you'll be able to see me demonstrate it. Move this camera over just a little bit. Okay, I think you will. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get that. So that's basically it with a little bit about the review today. Tonight we're gonna be using your piping bag, and I'm gonna be using medium consistency icing. Um, I'm also gonna be using tip 2, tip 16, and tip 21 for different effects. So if you want to practice along with me, you are more than welcome to practice, because I'll be using those tips, and I'll be uh, alternating it. And so you'll have time to do that. Try it. You never know what's going on. All right, let's move to the next slide. And I believe that one is, I gotta look. I'm looking on the other one because, okay, that's what I just did, was the review and set up. So I just did your review and the setup and what we're gonna use. So we're gonna move to slide number 3. And slide number 3 is, oh God, yes I did. Forward slide. Okay. That was slide number 3, review and set up. And I just finished talking about uh that. Oh, this thing is not letting me. Okay. So now we are on, I talked about the supplies that we were going to be using this evening. And that was the piping bags, preparing them with medium consistent icing. So that is what I did. I have in here my piping bags with my medium consistent ice. I have a yellow, I have an orange, and I have a green in my bag. And they are already prepared with the tips. The yellow one has a tip. I got them in this plastic bag because you know it will dry out. The yellow has a tip 16 because it's raw license. And then the orange has a tip 21, and then I put a leaf tip on the green one, which in turns I might uh, interchange it or change it out. I have my practice board here. This is my practice board that I'll be using. And up under my practice board, I have some sheets in terms of which I am going to probably be demonstrating with you. I hope that you'll be able to see these um, this evening. And then I also have, I love this practice board because it has two sheets, so you can do it. But you don't have to use a practice board. You can use wax paper, strips, and everything. And the practice sheets and everything you can get on Amazon. And I will post my Amazon store because I do talk about several products, and people have asked me where do they go get them. I mean, you can get the products at any store, but I also offer them at on my store, so you can just go there and look it up. But I do have to let you know that this is an ad, it's a disclaimer, and that you're not obligated to purchase at my store, but you know that it is readily there if you're interested in purchasing that. So I will uh, I'm going to show you my banner for that. Oh, Lord have mercy. So that is my banner. So if you want, that's my store. So if you want to go there, you can and purchase anything that I am talking about this evening that's related to cake design, or any of the utilities or any of the tools that I will be using as well. So I just wanted to make sure that I showed you that. I'm not really familiar with. Okay, I see what I'm doing wrong. Okay, all right. I was trying to get that off. I want to get back. Here we go. I know what I'm doing wrong, but I keep doing it. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing because that is not working for me. Okay, here we go. Ah, it's so different. I can't. I'm telling you, it's so different. But anyway, let's go on. Uh, freaking out. Just be patient with me. That's all I got to say. So this evening, I am going to be. Let me bring up my presentation because that's what I knocked down. It seemed. Let's see if I can bring that back up. Did it come up? Yeah, I don't see it, but it's up there. All right. So this is what we're going to be. This is what I'm going to be demonstrating. Ooh, this is telling you the supplies. Let me keep going, y'all. That's slide 4. We did that already. So, demonstrating demo. So, the first one that we're going to do is going to be the shell uh, border. That is going to be, I'm working from two different sets of notes, y'all. Okay, so let me get my bag out and let me find my sheet with the shell. Now, I can do this without, but I always suggest to people that you need some type of practice. So you can get these practice sheets also at um, Amazon. You just put cake decorating practice sheets in it. And like I said, I got my damn cloths because I want to keep my board kind of, clean and everything. And I also have some napkins. because I want to be able. Can you see it? I want to be able to. Yeah, you can see. I want to be able to wrap it. So I am going to make these shells. So when we make a shell, remember I talked about the angle. So you want to make sure that you hold the bag at a 45-degree angle, and the back of the bag is going to be facing the 6 on a clock. So that means the back of the bag is going to be like this. And you're going to squeeze it, then release the pressure as you pull away. And then you're going to continue. So I'm going to do a couple here. So I hope you can see them. So we're going to squeeze, let it raise, release, and pull it towards you. I don't have very much icing, but I wanted to let you know that you can use little bits of pieces of icing. And guess what? This is the icing that I made. Okay. What, 2 or 3 weeks ago? So you're gonna just above, you're gonna raise it, let it build, stop the pressure, and release it. So that you will be getting mercy, you will be getting that point. You see, there's a point there. And to connect them, which is what I did right here, I connected them. I'm going to start just a little bit before, and I'm going to let it raise until it hits this tip. And once it hits this little tip right here, then I'm going to release that pressure, and then I'm going to pull it away. Let me do that. See if I can do it with this little bit of icing. So I'm going to raise and let it go over the tip, stop the pressure, and move it forward so that you will get this design here. Okay, and that's the continuation. This is one of the most popular borders there is. Now, you all will see me do this. So I scoop off and I put back in because when I'm demonstrating, I use my icing over and over. And you can see that I have very little icing. So the next time when I do a demonstration, this is really the end. Well, course 3 is so different than course 4. The icing is it's so different. It's amazing how it is. So the next one that I'm going to demonstrate is called the bead border. And just demonstrating different techniques for you. I finally figured out how to now this one here has the shell and the beads practice. There's many different practice sheets, and I would suggest. So I'm gonna use a tip 2 for this one. I really should use a tip 3. So I'm gonna take the tip. Oh, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna use yellow. So I'm gonna take the 16 off, and I'm gonna put tip. Let's lay it right there. It's gonna dry out. So I'm gonna put tip 3 because I want to show you the bead. The bead. And I want to put that other tip in the bag because we don't want it to dry out. Because it's hard when it dries out. You can't get it. And believe me, I've had them dry out. And so this is the same way or the same premise that you used before with the shell. It's gonna be slightly above the cake or the practice board or the dummy cake or the wax paper strip, however you decide you want to practice. And it's going to be slightly above. And then the bag is at 45 degrees. And you are going to really press the pressure, let it rise, and then pull it forward. That one did not go right for me. So let's start over. Oops, I hope the ice is not too thin. So we're gonna pressure. There we go. And release. Pressure and release. We do just a couple by themselves because I connected those. Because I want you to see uh, the beads. You can see it. You see the beading. And it is the same thing when you want to connect them. You let it rise over that little tip and then bring it down. So this is how it looks when it is connected here. This is how it looks. And these are the beads separate. But this is how it looks when it is connected. Now you want to pipe the small beads in a row, and you want even spacing is the key to this. Really, when you know you do even spacings. Also, you want it gives a neat polished finish. You get a neat polished finish with this. It's just a gorgeous piece of thing. Now, I want to make sure that you all know that I'm using Royal Icing Coat because, as you can see, look at my spatula's dry. So I'm gonna use my damp cloth because remember what I told you. Royal icing is just confectionate sugar, meringue powder, and water. So we're gonna scoop this out. We're gonna put this little bit back into our bag. And then we're going to move on to our next demonstration, which is the scallop edge, or I always call it like it's really like, I call it a rope. Okay, let me find that one for you. And then we will take a commercial and then we'll come back. Trying to see, do I have any questions up there? Anything like that? No. And so we are going to. So while I am doing this, I am going to do two of them. Hopefully, I'll be able to do both. These are called scallop edges, and both of these can be done around as a border. Which one of these? Because I want tip number 21 for this. I don't have very much icing in here, but that's okay because I can put some more icing in from another uh, container. So So this is what we call a reverse shell. And the reverse shell can be done as a border on a cake. So it's very similar. You're going to let it build. Oh, look at me. Put it up. You're going to let it build up. And then it comes around and down. Hope you can see that. And you can go reverse. So you're going to go the opposite way. You're going to let it build, bring it around, and release that pressure. So this is the called the reverse shell. One is going this way, one is going the other. I always called it the comma. If you can relate to a comma and then a backwards comma, then you'll be able to kind of do this. All this takes, really and truly, I'm gonna be honest with you, is practice. And so let me demonstrate to you how you would connect these as well. I got just a little more ice. So to connect these, You're going to start out with your comma. So let's start here. We're going to let it build and then bring it around, release the pressure and pull. Now, when you're starting your other comma, you're going to let it build, but you're going to go right over that tail that you just did. Let's see. I'm running out of license. So I'm going to let it build, come around, and release the pressure. That was kind of raggedy, but that's okay because I don't have enough icing. But you can kind of get the feel of that. I think I might put a little. Let me see if I can add a little icing uh, to this so you can get a better gist of what's going on. All right, let me try that again. So we're going to let it build, come around, release the pressure. Let it build, come around, and release the pressure. So you have that backwards. It burped on me while I was doing it this time. Remember, I tell you always to burp your icing. I didn't burp it, so I want to let you know the teacher makes mistakes and does crazy things too. It's always good to. I try to practice what I preach, but sometimes I have a little difficulty as well. So use my damp cloth here to get this off, to wipe my board. So that was the reverse shell. And then this is another one that we call the rope. It's very similar, but it's done. I, let me put it up on here. I really want to work on this sheet for some odd reason. I don't know why. It's like an S, a sideways S. I always would tell my students. Now you're going to start and bring it down and around and release that pressure. Now, to make like a rope, you're going to go right into this little groove right here. You're going to squeeze it, bring it around, come around, and release. Back into that little groove. You're going to put it into the groove, come around, and release. So that I put white in there so you get the variegated look. So you can see here the rope technique. This is used on cake borders as well. This one, this here. So we're going to take a brief commercial. Let me put this back in the bag. And then when I come back, I'm going to talk to you about decorative uh, piping. But I also want to let you know that when you're doing like the scallop edge and you want to move that, make sure that you move this bag in a gentle way, a gentle way. And be mindful of your pressure. This really creates elegant borders and it's really great for weddings and celebration cakes, you know. So let me put this back in. And we're going to take that commercial. Get to my take that commercial.
Oh my goodness, the mailman came. I hope my sweet little stain cookie's in here. I just hope it's in here. Let me see. Let me open this up. That's it. That's it. Sweet little stain cookies. That's sweet little stain cookies. Oh, I'ma have me a ball now. Let me just get this right here. Little stain cookies. That's sweet little stain cookies. Oh yeah. I finally got my cookies. This sweet little thing cookies. Oh, yeah. I'ma have fun. This package kind of big, though. Man, it got a lot of cookies. Oh, yeah. This the best day ever. I'm trying to tell you, I got my cookies, and I'm gonna eat these cookies, and ain't nobody gonna stop me. Wait, what? Marie, what you doing, man? You can't have those cookies right now. I'm sorry, we about to eat dinner. Once we finish dinner, then you can have those cookies. Go ahead, put them up. Go ahead, put them up. Are you serious, bruh? I got sweet Lestain cookies, and now I gotta wait for dinner? Fine, can I at least look at the cookies? Thank you. Oh my goodness, I have waited all this time now. I gotta do all this. Fine. Oh yeah. I got my hands on some sweet Lestate cookies. But I can't eat them right now cause bruh talking about I gotta wait to dinner. Okay, I'ma do that. But once I finish that, it's gonna be on y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bruh talking about cooking something.
Well, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Welcome, 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 welcome. You see me looking because I'm not on. I'm on one camera and the other camera I'm not. Okay, so I don't know. I got it backwards. But it's okay. We okay. We are okay. So thank you so much for returning. I'm Anna. I'm the host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And tonight I am demonstrating uh different types of borders for your cake, for your most of the time you're gonna decorate or cover your cake in a buttercream or maybe fondant or gum paste. But you have to have decorative flowers on it. And so royal icing is the icing that you would use for your decorative flowers. And so that is basically what we are discussing this evening. And I am giving you some demos on those different types of borders and decorative piping. So as we come back from commercial, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about scrolls and swerves. And so scrolls, I don't even know if I have a sheet in here for scrolls, but I do have one in here, I think, for swerves or lines. And so we're going to use this one because this one is such a great example of lines and swerves. I'm going to teach you several little techniques. Let me see what tip this is. This, I believe, is tip number 3. And so sometimes when we want to make leaves, I hope y'all can see me. See me, yeah. We make we're just gonna or a vine or a straight line. We come down and we want to make a dot. And when you make that dot, you want to make sure that you keep the tip into the ice and release the pressure and move off to the side. So your lines, you're gonna lift up to make those lines. And it's okay if you make a mistake like I just did. Let me see if I can. In fact, I'm just going to take it on off and start all over. And that's what you have to do. is to take it off and start up. A toothpick is great for removing your icing. So we're going to start it and we lift up. We're keeping that pressure as much as possible the same. Release. We're going to bring the start on the side and go out. Start on the side of that stem and go out and go out. You always want to lift up so that your stem is nice and round. That's just how we do the stem. I'm going to do one more. And then I'm going to add a couple of leaves to this. Ooh, you have to keep your tip clean. Okay, so let me get my other tip out, my leaf tip, and I'm going to put some leaves on here um, so that you can see the leaves and how you would go about uh, now putting leaves on. I'm hoping this is not too. I think it's okay. I don't know. It might be too thin. We'll soon see. So we're gonna let it build and release, build and release. So it makes a tip no matter what, or it makes a leaf. I'm talking about it makes a tip. Release, and then this one you can use all different kinds of ways. Okay, this one here you see me do 45, but I can also do it this way. You always just want to make sure that that V is up. Now, sometimes we do stand up. These leaves, that's definitely, you see it stands up. So this is great for like a filler when you're putting in, you got holes in your flowers and stuff like that. It's just great for that. So that is how we do lines and leaves. Put that over there. But there are other things that we do, which is called swerves. I can't do it with this tip. Go back to the tip 3. So sometimes you see on a cake something that looks similar to this. Ooh, let me make sure I get this right. Okay. So you might see something on a cake that looks like this. A scroll. Or sometimes you see on cakes this. You start here, come out, come all the way around, and come up. So you're forming a line there. You're gonna start here, come out, come down, come around. Ooh, I messed that one up. Come around and here. I'm glad I'm making mistakes while y'all so you all can see I make mistakes too. So this is what we call a drop line or a drop string. And you will see a lot of these on wedding cakes. And, just take into consideration that I'm trying to do it. I'm not doing it upside down. I'm doing it upward instead of downward. And then you could put just like a little star or something on the ends. But you can also do the stroll in the with another tip, with the other tips. So I wanted to make sure that I showed you that as well. Now I do want to show you what we call is a rosette. I showed you the drop string, but I do want to show you what we call is a rosette. Now the rosettes are gorgeous, and we make different types of flowers. And the rosette is just cute, a cute, petite flower. I'm getting ready to change this tip back to a 16. Gonna take this 3 off. So in cake decorating, you will see that you can interchange the tips. So I'm gonna take the 3 off, and I'm going to put on the 16 because I want to show you how to do a rosette. I want to demonstrate the rosette this evening. Hold on. Remember, I took that tip off, so I gotta, it might have clogged up a little. Hold on, let me see if I got my toothpicks. So I use toothpicks for a lot of things. Yeah, it look like it clogged. Because it dries. I took this stuff dries. Might have to use a whole nother tip. I think I am. I about want more than one because I figured that might happen. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's try this one because it does not. I do have a practice sheet for the rosette. Let's see if I can find it. I had a practice sheet for the leaves too, you all, but I have been doing this so long that I can do it. Now the rosette is made with a star tip. And remember I told you the tips have different sizes. Now this here is a size 16 star tip. And the rosette is made at 90 degrees. At 90 degrees, the rosette is. So you're going to put it down. You're going to keep the tip in there. You're going to lift it up, and then you're going to go around that little circle or that little mound, release the pressure. Let me do another one. I don't like that one. So I'm going to keep the tip in there, raise it up, go around. So I'm going 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I'm going to release the pressure and stop. So that is your rosette. Let me do another. Keep the tip in there. Raise it up. Keep your tip in the icing. Come around. This one's going to be perfect. Come around to the 9 and release that pressure and stop. I like that's the best one. Yeah. So as you can see, I have to practice too. Okay. So practice makes perfect. Let's try another one. Keep it. Tip in the ice and bring it up. You're going to bring it around 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You're going to stop that pressure and lift up. So these are what we call rosettes. Rosettes. So these are the hold on. I think I didn't forget about the slides. So let's see what is that. Because I think that I've shown you all those. I told you sometimes I get ahead of my. Okay. So yes, we're at. Let's just take a commercial break and then come back. I'll talk to you about hands-on practice. Let's do that.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
All right, we are back and welcome back. I'm Anna. I'm the host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers show and podcast. And this evening we have been talking about royal icing, and we talked about. I want to tell you about hands-on practice. So you want to make sure you use a practice board. You can also use wax paper. You can use a dummy cake. This is not a dummy cake. This is just a cake that I did. Put some icing on it because I wanted to be able to demonstrate to you some of the techniques that I did this evening. So I wanted to do a rosette. So you raise it up, come around. And remember that these are borders. So I would be able to go here and get my bag together. And I could put this on the boat on the border. So bring it up, around, come around. And so you're gonna keep it in it, keep the tip in the icing, come around. So I'm gonna do just a few of each one if I have enough time just to demonstrate this to you on this little cake. Now sometimes you just want a cake just for you. And then this is a 4-inch cake, you know, that I had. So if I want something, sometimes I want something sweet. I can't eat no whole cake by myself. You know what I'm saying? Can't do it. All right. So this is the shell. I'm going to demonstrate. I got a bubble and release. Let me do another one. So you can see now I'll put some around the bottom because remember these are borders. And I want you to be able to see how they look as a border. So there are the shells on the border. If we're going to do the curved line, it is this. I don't think I did that right. Let's see. I think I, I think I did this one backwards. So let's see. Ah, get that rope together. We're gonna go into that groove and come around and under. So you have the rope here. Now let me see. I don't know if I have enough icing to do the reverse shell. We're gonna see. I'm gonna put a little more icing in here, and I'm gonna try that reverse shell for you on this. This is my dummy cake or my 1-inch cake that I made to demonstrate for you this evening. So, ooh, I did burp it, but it still had a little air in it. You did burp? So you're gonna make. I'm gonna demonstrate this one first. I'm gonna come here around. So this is your rope. And then this will be your reverse comma or your reverse shell. So that's your reverse shell. I don't think I have enough icing to put on it. I'm gonna try it though. Put a reverse shell on this as a border. Ooh, didn't do too good. There we go. All right, so that's your reverse. That's your reverse shell. So I put some on the top and then some also on the bottom. And what I mean by leaves is you could put a leaf here, a leaf here. You can put leaves everywhere that you feel like you need a leaf. Let's put a few leaves by the rosette. So I want to let you see just how you can make that cake pop. People will be saying, wow, she made that. So you can see. Okay, so that's our little demo cake there that I made for the borders because I know every time that I come on and talk to you, I try. Well, I tried to do a video and the video didn't work, so I put the video in Bloom and Bake, which is my Facebook group, um, and that seemed to work. But I finally kind of figured out how to do this. I am on here. I can see that I'm on here. I'm just gonna have to switch the cameras up a little bit. But this was my first time doing this with two cameras, and I just wanted to be so I'll be able to do a little bit more with the demonstrating of the borders uh, as well. So I want to leave you with a few little things here, which is some troubleshooting and tips. Sometimes you might get cracked icing. So if your icing cracks, you need to check your consistency. It's just bottom line. The borders running together, you might be applying too much pressure. Remember, I said, "Ooh, I messed up," because I did apply too much pressure. But basically, what you want is them to be kind of even. It's been a while since I've done it, but they are kind of even. And you can see how the rosettes and the different types of borders, I put some of them up there on the top as well. So when you have uneven shapes, just try slowing down and to keep your hand steady. That's what it is. Because what you're going to be doing is that you're going to be using muscles in your hands that you have not used in quite a bit of time. So in closing, I want to say this. Number one, I want to say thank you for coming on and spending a little time uh, with me this evening and learning about raw finishes for your borders and decorative designs and piping. So we've learned about the borders and the piping and decorative details. We learned that these techniques elevate our cake's design. And I've given you some inspiration, I hope, that you will continue to practice this, because remember what I said, practice makes it polished. Okay? And you want it to look professional. So in closing, I just want to say congratulations. This is the end for royal icing, my little snippet. So, I didn't cover everything that was in the class, but I did cover a few things that that you could use as a decorative baker as well as a professional baker. And now you know how to add borders, you know how to do piping, and also elegant decorative details to your royal icing skills. These techniques are what give cakes their professional show-stopping look. So I want you to do, I always give you a call to action. So I want you to keep practicing your borders and your scrolls this week. And please post them if on Bloom and Bake. If you're not a member of Bloom and Bake, please post them on there or join. I want to also, oh Lord, here we go with this again. I was going to post, let me see if I can get it, my Facebook page, which is this. So I wanted to post that Facebook page so you can see it. And you just go there and you can look up Bloom and Bake and ask to join there. It's a safe place, so you can post there. You can ask questions there as well. Uh, if you're interested in being on my show for advertising or anything like that, you can go to my website, Anna Lifestyle LLC.com. You can also email me at let me see if I got it on here. Hold on. Oh God. Yeah, you can email me at ooh, well, y'all, I'm having problems getting to it. But anyway, I can put this on here where you can advertise or be a sponsor or commit to an episode or so. You can reach me at info um, at Anna's Lifestyle LLC.com. Okay, it's on this thing. And please remember to subscribe to my all of my social media platforms as well. And so with this, I'm gonna see if I can get out of this. Can you still, yeah, you can still hear me. All right, so let me see. I'm telling you, this is all different to me. There are a few little things that I do want to talk about. Um, is this? There is a summit coming up. Uh, is that it? Yeah, it is October the 11th. It is in Columbia, South Carolina. If you are interested in going to that, it's going to be a party, they say. You know, I am going to that event, and I'm going to be broadcasting from there, so you can see. And hopefully, if you're interested in starting a podcast or becoming a part of our network, by all means, you can reach out to myself or to Dr. Tina Ramsey. We'll be glad to give you a little more information and stuff on that as well. Just tightening my little cake with my fingers a little bit here. All right. So, and then let me say this to you all. That I hope that in some kind of way I have inspired you. I hope that I have encouraged you, and I really and truly hope that I have empowered you to live a fulfilling and blessed lifestyle. So as I leave you this evening, I always leave or close my program with my 3 L's. And so my 3 L's is to live your life. Live. Live your life. Life is short, so you need to live it. Don't let people cause stress and go through all those things. It's not even worth it. Okay. The second thing you want to do is you want to laugh. Make sure you laugh. Laughter is good for the soul. It makes you feel good, just everything. It just takes away all of that stress and all of those things that you've been feeling. And the last thing is to love. Make sure you love. Love yourself. Self love is very important. And sometimes we neglect ourselves. So I'm here to remind you to just please take care of you. So, with that being said, I will see you next week. I'm not going to be doing the fondant and the gum paste right away. I had the opportunity to have a few guests come on. So I think, well, next week I'm going to be doing a thing on something to help you. I don't want to tell you what it is. It's about things that we use in everyday life that we need to, look at, consider, because is it healthy for us? So I want to talk about that, and then I have uh, I'm planning on having someone come in and talk to you about financial planning as well as retirement and all that. I did have someone come in, but that was for um, repairing your finances, credit repair, and all of that. So I'm going to have someone come in and talk to you a little bit about planning your finances and planning for retirement and all of that. And then I'm going to have Dr. Ramsey is going to come in and visit us for a little bit. And then I'm going to go back into my gum paste and fondant cake decorating. It's a different type of icing, and so it's interesting to look at it. And once I go through all of these, then I'm going to start adding classes and everything. But I plan to start with specialty classes. So, and what I mean by specialty classes is like, a Halloween cupcake or a cookie class, or, I think that we need to, start small, because all of these decorations that I'm teaching you, you can also do them on cookies and stuff like that. If you want to get into something more elaborate, then you need to personal message me at info uh, at Amazon Lifestyle LLC. So you all have a great evening, and I will see you next Wednesday. You know, I'm going to leave out with a few of my recognitions and things like that. So just hold on. Let me see if I can get to that.
Sweet blessing.